Recently, Dead by Daylight has revealed that they will finally be collabing with Five Nights at Freddy's, with the collab going to be in summer 2025. Some people believe the collab will only be cosmetics for original characters in-game because of the X on the collab image. But this just isn't true because we've seen chapters in the past use this X, like the Ringu and Resident Evil chapters, and those came with full chapters and weren't just cosmetics. It's most likely they just don't have any promotional images yet, since it's still going to be a long time until this collab comes in-game. I'll link a video in the description talking more about that subject. In this video, I'll be talking about my wants for the Five Nights at Freddy's chapter and cosmetics I would like to see. My wanted killer would be Springtrap. I chose Springtrap because of him being the antagonist of the FNAF series and the start of it all. I could see him having skins of Spring Bonnie, Flaming Springtrap, Clown Springtrap, and Toxic Springtrap in-game. You might be wondering why I didn't choose Burn Trap, or Glitch Trap, or Burn Trap. Glitch Trap and Burn Trap are most likely variants of the Mimic, and Burn Trap is missing his left arm, so he would be having trouble lifting up survivors. A legendary skin for Springtrap I could see happening is the Mimic, mentioned in the books and shown in Security Breach Ruin, being the new antagonist of the FNAF series. I also want to mention we absolutely need a Blighted Springtrap skin in-game. My wanted survivor is Michael Afton, the son of Springtrap. Michael Afton is the protagonist of the FNAF series. We don't have an official model for Michael Afton, but Behavior could make a model based off Michael Afton's sprite with the help of Scott Cawthon. They could also base him off the movie version of Mike and use that as a reference for the game version. I could think of two needed skins for him if he came in-game, with that being the Scoop version of Michael and the Foxy Bro Michael. The Scoop version would be a purple zombified Michael Afton, with the Foxy Bro Michael being Michael Afton wearing a Foxy mask. A needed legendary skin for Michael would have to be Vanessa, one of the newer human characters shown in the FNAF series. Map ideas are kind of difficult for me because my first instinct would be Fazbear Frights, which is in FNAF 3, where the main antagonist in that map is Springtrap, and the Night Guard is most likely Michael Afton. But some could argue that the map would be too small, so they could add like an outside of the map where a parking lot would be and the woods. Now I will be talking about cosmetic ideas for original killers in Dead by Daylight. First, for Trapper, I chose Withered Freddy. Honestly, it came right to my mind. Both Freddy and Trapper are basically the face of their franchises or their series. The power for Freddy would not make sense, but I feel like you can make an exception. For Wraith, I chose Phantom Chica. I knew I needed a Phantom animatronic for Wraith, and I chose Phantom Chica to have more Chica variants for skins. It's obvious Foxy would be the Hillbilly skin. Both characters are known for being fast and using metal objects as weapons. For Nurse, I had to think hard on it, but at the end, I chose Shadow Bonnie. I knew I wanted the Nurse to be a Bonnie variant to fit with the other three cosmetics I just named, Freddy, Chica, Foxy, and Bonnie. The blinks the Nurse uses could be charged or changed to Remnant, since we know Shadow Bonnie and Remnant are connected by FNAF AR. The hack took me a while, but I chose Moon from Security Breach for no real reason. The powers doesn't fit Moon. The only real reason was because they both have a similar shape, both being smaller and thinner characters. I already knew what skin I was going to be giving the Doctor, and it was going to be Dreadbear. Both are obviously connected with electricity, with Dreadbear being based on Frankenstein and the Doctor using electricity as a weapon. The Huntress and the Clown were the hardest picks for me, and it took me a while to come up with what character to make them skins. And I picked the Chaco animatronics, with Chaco Bonnie being the cosmetic for the Huntress, for the Count of Bum both being connected with rabbits or bunnies, and Chaco Chica for Clown for no real reason. If you have a better idea for cosmetics for Huntress and Clown, please put them in the comments. For Spirit, I originally picked Shadow Bonnie, but I changed my mind to Golden Freddy. I chose Golden Freddy because I needed a Golden Freddy skin, and a perfect weapon would be the Princess Sword in Security Breach, if you believe the princess in Princess Quest and Security Breach is Cassidy. When I made this list, I automatically knew what cosmetics I was going to choose for the Legion. I chose the Bully mask from FNAF 4. Frank would wear the Foxy mask, Joey would wear the Bonnie mask, Julie would wear the Freddy mask, and Susie would wear the Chica mask. Another skin idea for the Legion would be Vanny from Security Breach. I feel like this could actually happen when the FNAF comes to Dead by Daylight. I knew for the Plague I was going to pick up Chica variant because of their love for food, and decided on Shattered Glamrock Chica instead of Ruined Glamrock Chica, so she could still have her left arm and pick up survivors. I could picture in my head people playing with this skin and how it would look in game. The Oni was an easy choice. Oni is known for being angry, and another angry character from FNAF is Glamrock or Monty. I wanted all the Glamrock animatronics as skins, or at least the aggressive ones, so Monty was a perfect choice. For Deathslinger, I couldn't really come up with a good one, and eventually I just chose Lefty for the only reason that it felt right. Another obvious pick was Grim Foxy for the Blight, with both of them being known for speed and Grim Foxy having a similar color to the Blight. Originally for the twins, I chose Nightmare Freddy and the Freddle, but I found a better spot for them, and I chose Circus Baby and Biddy Bab for have some sister location characters for the cosmetics. It took me a while to think of a skin for Trickster, and I knew I wanted the Glamrock animatronics on the list, so I chose Roxy because of both of them being connected with fame, even though the powers is kind of weird for Roxy, but I could see it working. For the artists, I originally chose the Puppet, but to me, the Puppet is more of a peaceful character, and so I chose the Nightmare version of them, with that being Nightmare Aeon. The Dredge was an easy pick, and I chose Molten Freddy. I could have chose the Blob or Mangle for the Dredge, but in the end, I chose Molten Freddy. And if the skin came to the game, I would start playing as the Dredge, honestly. For the Knight, I chose Nightmare Freddy, with the 3 other Knights that are used could be Nightmare Bonnie, Chica, and Foxy. I know it would definitely be terrifying seeing the nightmares chase you in-game. For Skull Merchant, I could have made Vanny this cosmetic for how similar they are, but I would rather have Vanny be a skin for the Legion, so in the end I made Toy Chica for Skull Merchant, just because how funny it would be in-game just seeing Toy Chica running around. Another easy option was Ennard for the Singularity, because of how both of them are quite similar. And finally, for the Unknown, it would have made more sense for it to be the Mimic, but I would rather the Mimic be a skin for Springtrap, and in the end I chose Mangle, because I feel like it could work. They could even have some of the noises she make inside of FNAF 2 game, where it's like police static as the voice. What do you agree with? What would you change? I think these 3 are the most the best options, with Vanny being a Legion cosmetic, the mask from FNAF 4 for the Legion, and Molten Freddy as a Dredge skin. If you want to see more from me, I normally post theory videos, and I do post YouTube shorts, not very often, but when there's news. Make sure you subscribe if you want to see more of my content. I really hope the killer and survivor for the FNAF collab is Springtrap and Michael Afton. There is a possibility the collab will be from the FNAF movie instead, but my hopes is it will be from the games.